So a few weeks ago, I asked my viewers if I should show more obscure destination attractions and so. And I got good feedback, so I went to some places I have never noticed for like 15 years passing in front of it. It's called Asdøljuvet. And oh boy, there was a lot of surprises on that hike. I didn't thought I would make it back.
People come here for one thing, and that is the gorge. The river Asdøla has cut a ravine through the edge of Vestmarka, with walls up to 120 meters high. Half an hour from Oslo, and it looks like the west coast. The rock and the gorge are nowhere near the same age. The lava capping these walls is around 300 million years old, and the sandstone underneath is older still, laid down getting on for 500 million years ago. The dinosaurs lived closer to us than when these stones were formed, but the gorge itself, the cut, is young. When the ice from the last ice age melted, the meltwater and the river ground down through that hard lava cap on top and carved this ravine out of the softer rock beneath. That happened in roughly the last 10,000 years, about as long as people have lived in this part of Norway. So I took the gorge. The first half is the easy half. The river crossings here are on bridges, so nothing to worry about. And when the water is low, this stretch is gentle enough that the Hiking Association recommends it for children from 5 years old. That is how much the water decides things here. Then the bridges stop and it changes. You reach the waterfall, Høgfossen. It is not a big waterfall, but it is tall enough to kill you. This is the view of the whole hike, and it is exactly where it turns dangerous. To carry on, you grab a steel cable bolted into the cliff and edge along the rock above the drop. Slip here and you could be flushed down the waterfall. Past the cable, the trail hugs the wall, and then it wants you to cross the river. I could not even see where the path went on the far side, and with that much water coming down, I was not going to wade in to find out. So I applied rule number 8 and turned around. There is another path to reach the top of the gorge, so I could try to reach the point from the other side. I will show this path in the second part. The road runs along the top, so to get down to the river I had to drop 50 or 60 meters straight down the side and then climb back up the same way. Loose dirt, roots sticking out, nothing solid to hold. Slip on that and you do not just slide, you get tangled in it and properly hurt. Fallen trees all over this part too, so you are climbing over those as well. I got down to the river, the water was just as bad from this side. I could not get near the crossing. 2 attempts, and the gorge had beaten both. Then I tried flying the drone, but I couldn't get a clear view while safely flying it. So how did I get to the top in the first place? The easy trail. It is the only other way up. And honestly, on its own, it is a regular trail from this area. Forest, some boggy ground, a handful of sheep, then a gravel road. If a gentle walk like that is all you are after, there are better ones nearby. But it does the job. It climbs you up past the top of the gorge, and it carries on to the lake. And the lake is the nicest part of the day. This is Asdøltjernet, a small lake, dark water, spruce forest all the way round, and a little red cabin sitting in the trees, about as Norwegian as a postcard. There is a dam at one end and a grill spot where people stop for lunch. After 2 failed attempts at the gorge, sitting here was exactly what I needed. For the way down, I took a third route, which 2 ladies pointed me at. It starts as an easy gravel road, then turns into an unmarked trail, so watch closely or you will walk straight past the turn. It takes you out across open meadows with a view down Lier, then back into the forest. And then the bridges. They didn't look in the best state. There was a bit of flexing and I'm not that heavy. Maybe better to use them one person at a time. And like everywhere up here, fallen trees across the path the whole way down. So, was it worth it? The gorge is the reason to come, and I never got through it. But that is the lesson of the whole day. This hike lives and dies on the water. You have to come after a longer dry period, maybe wait 10 to 15 days after the last rain. But the path through the gorge is really dangerous, so we have to give the black extremely difficult label. I would never have thought to dig it out for hikes in this area. The start of the trail is along road 258 between Lier, north of Drammen, and Sylling at the short of the Tyrifjord. There is a small car parking with about 15 places. It's also possible to reach Asdøljuvet from Solli and Asker.